Yeah, he got out, walked around. He got out and walked around?
Yeah, when I was in the bathroom.
Okay. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
Were you out here earlier with him or no?
Yeah. Yeah, we just got up this morning and then he's 2.5 now.
Okay.
So he knows how to like unlock doors.
Okay.
He just figured all that stuff out, so he just went out here. I was like, hey dude.
Where the hell did
We don't even stay here, so
You don't stay here?
no.
Where do you live?
My parents' house is where he
Where is that?
up at the hammock.
So what are you doing here?
We just stopped here this morning.
Where's here?
Take the dog out. It's my house.
I've been here before and you lived here.
At the time I stayed here by myself. Yeah. Not him.
You exchanged your child here to your wife.
Yeah.
Your ex-wife.
Yeah.
Is she coming to pick him up today or
No, tomorrow.
tomorrow? Why didn't you come out the door that you went in when I saw you when I walked up?
Because I was out there going out this way to see what's going on.
No, I think you knew what was going on.
I didn't know there was like a bunch of people here.
No.
I was just kind of assessing
So
the
when they gave you
situation
back
with
to your
him.
2-year-old that was walking in the street, and then you saw me standing in the driveway. I'm wearing a
I'm just,
uniform.
brother, I'm
and then
just
you went
a dude
inside,
whose
and then you
kid
shut
just.
the door, and then you won't open the door when I knock 10 times.
We were
that's
outside
because
in the
when
back
you came
patio.
out-
I was
You
seeing
came
what
out
was
the
going on.
side over here because you just. Didn't
I don't
know what was
want
going on.
any trouble, guys. I appreciate everybody's help. There's really not a big deal.
Do you have your ID on you?
Yes. Well, looks like Mommy's gonna get the best of us in court.
Hey, buddy, come here.
Hey.
Come here.
That's what happens when the dog gets killed by the neighbor and the wife leaves with the baby. The house goes to hell, and then the baby ends up making a scene. No points for Daddy. We were about to go to his grandparents' house. Is all. Just getting ready to get him dressed.
You getting ready to get him dressed? That's how he was walking the street by himself.
Well, no, I went to use the bathroom. I'm by myself. I didn't know he could open that front door like a deadbolt.
Mary, that house in this house was one letter.
I didn't know he could open that deadbolt, dude. He can reach it now. Like, you know, you have to realize I only saw him 2 weeks ago. He like grows so fast, and like I didn't know he could reach the damn deadbolt. He was just a 2-year-old 2 years ago, you know, and now he's like 2.5, and he can like do anything. We're in trouble, sir. We don't stay here very often. We shouldn't come here.
Run me through what all transpired, okay? So you.
Yeah, I got up. He had woken up. I had gotten up, and he went to watch Coco Melon and do his ABCs. So he's in there doing his ABCs, and then I go to the bathroom, like, you know, because sometimes you got to take it in the morning, you know. So I went to go do that. Normally it's quick in and out, and he's watching his ABCs on the Coco Melon cartoon. And I didn't hear him, and I guess he walked out here. He must have been out here, must not have been too long, or somebody spotted him. And obviously when you see Toddler in the street, for God's sake, you're going to freak out and be like, what the hell's going on here?
Do you know about the time that it was from the time that you last saw him until...
Right when the neighbor, Sharon, came over and brought him in, you know? So
Okay.
the neighbors, I don't know if it was her, she said some other neighbor called you guys. Otherwise, she knew... you know who he is. She immediately brought him in the house and brought him to
I'm saying, but do you know like the amount of time it was from the time you got into the bathroom because you didn't see him? So.
I mean, he must have been out here just for a minute or two, like.
Okay, I mean, has this happened before?
No.
No. And then you said the front door was locked.
Yeah, it was dead bolted. Yeah,
Okay.
You could reach it, I guess.
Okay.
Y'all need to take
I'm
this.
stunned.
About 20 minutes before we called, I saw the baby wandering around here. Well, I figured it was in his driveway.
Okay.
You know, I just said, oh, was out, letting the kid walk around. All of a sudden, I see this car slowing down, stopped. Another one. I went, oh, God. And I went, oh, shit. And I went out there, and sure enough, that baby was out there. 20 minutes later, he's inside, passed out because he's a horrible drunk. That house needs to be condemned.
So the baby was outside for 20 minutes on his own?
At least. And then, I went out back and I talked to the lady. I said, y'all need to call the police. I came back in, I called the police. They called the police. A kid should not be allowed to wander a neighborhood.
Right.
Too many people are talking on the phone and texting, and they speed through this neighborhood.
Did you guys go in the home and find him passed out?
That lady over there
Went
did.
over there? Okay.
I would have just called y'all and let him sleep. But it's a bad situation. I don't hate it, but I see him staggering around in the afternoon drunk. But really, I've been watching him for a long time, and he went too far. His door's always unlocked. And I'm sure the baby's big enough. The baby probably
Yeah, he said he knows how to unlock doors now, so.
Yeah, and he don't bother putting a chain on.
Right.
But yeah, he was in his nursery watching Cocomelon. And then
Where's that in relation to like the house here?
where I was, it's on the other end of the hallway. But I'd like to just. It's okay. We're gonna be okay. No one's gonna take you away.
So you're in your
I went to my
master-
bedroom. I went to my bedroom from my bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was
Not realizing that he was freaking outside. Like,
So you weren't asleep or anything like that?
no.
and he was in his room watching a Cocomelon.
Yeah.
So how did he get out? Like,
He opened the deadbolt somehow.
the deadbolt?
Yes.
How
He can
high
reach.
is this deadbolt?
It's about right here.
How
He
can
reached
he-
up and got it.
How you say about right here?
Yeah.
And he's about right here. How could
He
he
can
reach
reach.
that?
He can reach.
Is there a step stool or something? Like,
I don't know what he did. I'm telling you, I deadbolt that door at night, of course. I'm the father of a 2.5-year-old. You think I'm not going to leave the deadbolt on? The door doesn't even latch otherwise. I don't know. Like I said, he's long for a 2.5-year-old. He's got some reach.
so he's never tried to open this deadbolt before?
No, we're not here very often. We're not here often. He stayed most of the time at my parents' house when he's with me. For this very reason. Because I have a pool that is unmaintained. I can't afford to maintain
So why are
it.
you guys here now?
Well, we spent the night here last night.
Okay.
So I wanted to, it's my last night with my son.
Okay.
I wanted to just be with my son. That's it. I just wanted to be with my son. I'm sorry he got out of the street, and I'm sorry the neighbors obviously flipped out. She would have
Well,
done
they're
right.
saying he's been out here for over 20 minutes. So that's my concern.
I'm not aware of how long it was. I can't tell you. I don't know. I don't know what 20 minutes is to other people, but I don't think it was that long. But
that's what they're saying.
I thought he was in his bedroom watching Cocomelon for 20 minutes. Okay, buddy. He doesn't live here. He's not even, he's my son. I only see him part-time. If this turns into something else, I'm never going to see him again. And it's not because of any domestic issue or anything else. It's because her and her mother decided that they wanted to move to DeLand with my son and say goodbye to me and take this baby and run with him. And I get him, luckily, because his mother is decent enough to still let me spend time with him. I mean, how can I screw this up in 3 days a month or 3 days every twice a month? You know, I'm somehow managed.
Okay, well, I asked you earlier how long it was, and you said it was.
I thought it was only a few minutes. I didn't realize it was out here that long. I don't know who said that.
They said it's been over 20 minutes, and who knows how long he was really out here, because that's just when she noticed him out here. So
Well, I remember when he woke up, like I said, I thought that he was in his bedroom watching Cocomelon. I could hear the music going, and as long as the song is going, because I don't even have internet. I just use my
has his
phone.
pamper been changed?
Last night, right before bed.
It's 9. It's after 9 a.m.
Right. Right.
Okay.
He was going to be.
What
doing all
time did
these
he go to
things.
bed?
He went to bed about 9 p.m. 9:30.
What time do you wake up?
This morning about, what time is it now?
It's 9:20.
About 8:15, 8:30. Right before he got outside. There's. Luke, come on, buddy. You're all filthy. Let's get a bath at Grammy's house. You are ready for a diaper. Here. We're gonna scare everybody again. Just stay with me, okay? You wanna go get? Why don't you get in your playpen? I'm gonna get ready for going to Grammy's house. We'll put him in his pack and play. I'm gonna put him in his pack and play, and I'm gonna get myself ready.
Well, not right now. We're not done yet.
So what's the next step here?
I don't know. We're just standing here. We're waiting for them to let us know.
Okay.
I'm not over there, so
All
I
right.
can't really say.
I'm ready to just carry on with my day at this point.
Well, it's not something easy to just carry on with.
I know. I understand. I get it. Yeah.
So, based on the totality of the circumstances, do you mind if we just go inside, double check the welfare of the living situations? I know
We don't live here. He does not live here. We were just stopped here last night, and we ended up staying here.
I know, but he's your child. You said you have him
Right.
for a certain amount of days.
I'm not
So,
okay with that
We just
because
wanna-
of the fact that I have a dog that's not well. He smells bad. He's got an ear infection.
Well, we're worried about your son, not your dog.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So if a child is staying here, no matter if it's for a day or if it's for 6 months,
Or a few
Right.
hours.
yeah, there needs
Right.
to be some sort of
Right.
uh,
We camp out in my
steps to
truck
take
most
care
of the
of
time.
the child.
You camp out in your truck most of the time?
Well, like a lot of times
So-
with him, we just hang out in my truck. I try to spend as little time here as possible. I only meet my ex here to transfer the child on
Okay.
most occasions because it's midway.
Well, because of everything that occurred today, we need to check out the welfare of the home.
I don't want anyone coming in the house right now
And why is that?
because I've been staying with my parents. I normally stay with my parents.
Okay, but last night you stayed here with the child.
Right.
And this
So
is
does
your
he-
residence.
We
Does he have
spent
a
a few
proper bed?
hours here between like 10 p.m., 9:30 p.m., and 9:30 a.m.
That's a long time.
So does he have a bed?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we confirm that? Just the living situation of him?
Yeah.
To confirm?
I carried him in, and he stayed in his room.
Yeah, can we confirm that he has a proper bed? He has proper.
Come on. Just one of you, please.
Well, there's gonna be 2 of us at least. Okay.
That's fine. Get a lot of mess around here.
Is that the door?
Yeah. Well, I think it's locked now. I didn't know that you all were here. I gotta call Grammy and let her know we're on our way.
Can you come over here for a second?
Looks like I'm in trouble.
Yeah. So put your hands like that.
Hey, buddy. What's up? You want to go see mom? You want to see mom?
What's grandparents phone number?
Any toys?
What am I being charged with?
We're gonna also have to call out.
Yeah, it was gonna be. I was gonna return the dog and just.
Okay.
What do you call that?
That dog ever leave that cage?
Yeah. He does, but because he runs, he was in it. That's why we were here last night, to let him out and give him food.
Why are we mad? Did you see what your inside your house looks like?
You think that's a proper living situation for a child?
The street by himself while you're asleep as you're drunk. Then you're gonna ask why you're mad. And then you look inside that house and think a 2-year-old should live in that house.
You can't even walk without stepping over alcoholic beverages.
Well, no, that's all.
You have a rusty chainsaw outside. You have nothing but broken glass bottles.
No
Inside
screen
that
on
house
your-
is disgusting.
No screen on
And then
your,
you're asking why I'm mad.
Goes,
Like I said, we make a beeline.
I think I saw his cell phone in the bathroom. But that bathroom is disgusting. I can't even take a single step in there.
Are they going to enter my house again?
Yeah, they are.
Does he have a middle?
Why?
You know?
Because I just don't want to. It's a very private space
Yeah.
at this point.
Well, your house is part of our investigation of why you're going to jail, so
What's the reason? What's the charge?
child neglect.
Is this tire safe back here with me?
That tire's safe.
He doesn't stay here.
Okay. Well, I've seen him here on another occasion.
Well, at least you lucked out. You got 2 for 2 on the 2 rare occasions he actually is here. He doesn't live here. He just has a bedroom here, and this is where Daddy goes to the bathroom. So I'll probably lose my job over it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to lose my son over it. Basically just like homeless with a home, but my kid loves me. I'm basically a hero to my kid. He doesn't judge me based on the condition of my house. He's too young to really care. He's just happy to have his time with his daddy. When it comes to the dog, I already spent $800 on his vet bills so he can go back to the Humane Society.
Can your parents take the dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't be the first person in the world to have their kid get out when they weren't aware. Do you guys arrest everyone when that happens, or is it just when their house is nasty? You want to hear about irony? I know you don't care, but I bombed the house for bugs, anticipating cleaning all that shit up this week.